So in this video we're going to be unboxing and demoing the JYGM Pro cordless chainsaw, a mini chainsaw. I've never even heard of a mini chainsaw. This is an 8-inch one. We're going to test it out on some big branches and also some little twigs as well. So here's the unboxing. I opened half of it so I can get the other half out on camera a lot easier with one hand. And here is the case. So what we got in here, it's quite a nice case, quite sturdy. Oh, and could be upside down. Is this child-proof? I think it's child-proof, or it's one-hand proof anyway. Okay, there we go. So we have our mains charger here. I suppose that's for charging the battery packs. Here we have, oh, look at that. That looks like one of the batteries there. And there's the other battery. I imagine these have a DC receptacle. Let's have a look there. So we have some LED indicators there. We got 3 different ones there to give us our sort of anticipated battery power there. So I don't see a charging port on here. Maybe there's something else we need. We've got a nice little pencil case here, and inside this little pencil case we have a screwdriver, a nice generic Phillips head screwdriver. Nice touch, isn't it? What looks like a spare chain. So there's the look, 8-inch mini quarter there chain. Quite nice, isn't it? And oh, one more thing. Oh, that's our oil. All chainsaws need a bit of oil. If you don't know, you do now. So there's the battery. Alright, here's the chainsaw itself. And we have an instruction manual. What's this? Oh, a little bracket. Maybe that's so you can hang it up on the wall or store it or something like that. So, the chainsaw itself. Look at that. It looks like it's already lubricated at the factory somewhat. So there must be a receptacle here to charge it. Okay, so I saw it hiding here. You see that hole there? So that's where you actually charge the battery packs. It goes right in the middle. Here's me looking for something on the edge. So it looks like these just snap right in there. So we can, so just slide it right in there. Let's see if it's trickle charged. Let's press this button here. Well, that's a mystery. Oh, maybe it just indicates how much power it has if you hold it in. Alright, so we have that old little safety switch here. So hold that in. Let's have a look. It's alright, isn't it? Look at that. Wow. So it looks pretty good. Look, 8-inch, 20 centimeters there. Wow. So here's a bit of a preview of the manual. If you're curious, you can pause the video. It just gives you some basic steps on how it works, some specifications there if you don't know them already in German. Probably doesn't help, does it? Yeah, just how to start it, install the battery, electrical safety, yada yada yada. But yeah, there's some of the specs there. So, alright, let's give it a demo, see what we can cut with it, what works, what doesn't, and a general review. Let's check it out. Alright, let's give it a demo then. I have lots of branches here, various sizes, and then once we've done that, we're going to attack the big tree over there and see what we can get away with. The first thing I did was tighten the tension on the chain because it was really loose out of the box. So there's just a little screw down there, a little Phillips head, you can kind of see that. Just give it a nice tighten. Otherwise it bucks so much. So I've got a good sort of tension on there now. So here's our first test. Let's try this one. It's almost an inch. Not bad, is it? Let's try this 2-inch one over here. You can see when there's a bit of flexion on there, you can see it kind of bucks a fair bit. But yeah, we got through it pretty easy. Look at that. So one of the big problems I noticed is it likes to buck a lot. constantly bucking, really, no matter how, tight or loose the chain is. But it kind of bucked right off the, blade where it's supposed to be, look. And now I've got to kind of take it apart a bit and realign it and put it back. Yes. Yeah, a bit weird. So you can see there, I just popped the little plastic panel off. It's only one little screw, and it just popped right out of the kind of channel there. So if you have something flexible like this, you kind of just want to go wah to get it out the way. You can see I just don't think the speed and power is there to sort of tackle them. It kind of bounces off it. Watch this. It just kind of dances around and does a terrible job. The branches just need to be kind of solid and sturdy, then it can slowly sort of slice its way through. But for something like this, it just doesn't work well at all. It's kind of what you would expect, I guess. So I've been at it for around 20 minutes. Got all that off actually, quite a lot of stuff. But I think it's met its match. This is around 2¼ inches. It's kind of just kidnapped my chain. It's not giving it back. And I don't think it has the power to release it. Look, let's see. So I've been at this an hour now. I've been cutting a lot of these branches here. You saw what it was like before. There's our pile there. Not bad, is it? But yeah, after an hour, watch this. These are the cuts we did earlier. Oh, let's get rid of that. It's not cutting anymore. It's totally blunted out, look. It's a shame, isn't it? So yeah, if we're on the new kind of chain already, then I don't know, an hour a chain doesn't seem too great, unless we can sharpen it up, but it didn't include any kind of sharpening tools, so yeah, it's interesting. So this battery's dead. It doesn't really cut anything at all, but one thing I noticed is the charge indicator is kind of wrong. It's saying I have 2 left, but really I have nothing left, so that's something to note. And when I plug it in, the charge indicator is on the actual plug, not the battery itself. So you can see it will go red there when I plug it in. And I'm assuming it will go green when it's done. So this wasn't cutting so great, so I fully charged the batteries up. You can see they're fully charged. They took about 4 or 5 hours to charge each one. I thought that's why it wasn't cutting through these branches, but look. It's I think the blade is dulled already, and we've only been using it for just that pile there, so yeah, it's pretty crazy. I'm gonna put a new blade on and just confirm that's the issue. So I've just put the brand new spare chain on here. Let's take a look now. Yeah, so after only an hour, the chain totally dulled. Yeah, crazy really. But I got all that pile done. Is what it is, I guess. Right, so this one's around 4 inches. Something like that. It's quite a meaty log, you can see there. Let's see if it can chop through it. You see it loves to bunny hop on there and kick back. No problem. I'm kind of surprised. Look at that. Not bad, is it? So the most annoying thing about this is the amount of times it gets knocked off its track there. And every time I try and fix this, I have to open this up. And the hardest part is this safety flap, because it doesn't come straight up. You have to lift and pull. And then when you fix this, you have to pull the whole thing off, and everything is just balancing, and there's nothing to lock this onto here while you put the safety cover on, so you need about 4 hands to fix this. And I think this is about the 12th time it's happened now, so this is the biggest annoyance for me. And it doesn't really matter how tight I put this as well, it just seems to always slip off this corner. Alright, this is around 5 inches. It's pretty meaty. Let's give it a go. So one thing that's kind of annoying, if it bucks too much, it'll cut itself out. You have to unplug the battery and plug it back in to get it working again. See? Wow. So, what do we think about the JYGM Pro? I think the 2 biggest negatives are this chain keeps hucking off, and the batteries take about 4 or 5 hours to charge, and that kind of safety mechanism where it kind of bucks too much and just cuts out. You have to slip the battery on and off. They're the real main negatives. They're very fiddly. Positives, well, cordless chainsaw. It seems a lot safer than a full-size petrol chainsaw, for instance. It's probably perfect for someone that wants one in a cordless environment, or they're kind of not really up to holding a huge heavy chainsaw, or they're scared of a huge chainsaw for whatever reason. For those reasons, it's perfect. Yeah, not bad. I expected 2 out of 10, to be honest. I didn't think it would have any power. I thought it would struggle with big branches, but surprisingly it cut right through. We got through a 5-inch one and part the way through a 6 before it sort of fell on itself. So yeah, not bad really. Yeah, I expected way worse, so not too bad. If you want to check out the product, I'll link it in the description below so you can check it out. This is the same of lots of different other brands. They just have a different name on it. So if you see a different product that looks the same with a different brand, it's going to be from the same factory, so don't worry about that. Anyway, I hope you liked the video. Let me know how yours went, and like and subscribe. Check out our other videos. We're going to review a lot more things. Take care.